Now, if you want the Cowboys to beat the Eagles this week as we get set up for our preview of the game, then like the video right now. We have the data that proves it. The more likes we get, the more likely it is the Cowboys win. We got out-liked by the Eagles channel last time these two teams played. Let's not make the same mistake again. Again, if you want the Cowboys to beat Philly, like the video right now. We are previewing Cowboys against the Eagles, Week 14 matchup here. As of filming, I will make note we are filming this before the Eagles actually play their Sunday game, but it should be fine because I'm out of town. So, we did it how we could do it. Cowboys are favored at home. I think that makes sense. Eagles were favored at home the last time these two teams played. Now Dallas is favored at home. I think that's about the way it should be, given that on a neutral field, about even. I think that tracks. I think it'd be a half-point in favor of Philly. That's about it. All right, Cowboys' last 5 games. They had that unfortunate loss, 28-23, against the Eagles. Then they blew out the Giants, blew out Carolina, blew out Washington, and found a way to win against Seattle. They've scored 23, 49, 33, 45, 41, and I think 43 as well since the bye. That's really good stuff. That's a high-powered offense right now. The last time these two teams played, it was frustrating. If I had told you your quarterback goes 29 of 44 for 374 and 3 TDs, you would have went, we won! Well, they couldn't quite finish off drives. There was a big bad ref show again. The defense was bad to start, kind of settled down a little bit, gave them a chance, and they had their chances. They could not quite finish as the Eagles found a way to snatch a victory they probably didn't deserve again. This time could be different. Beginning of the year, I said these two teams would split. Now I really need Dallas to win so I don't look dumb and they do end up splitting. Who you got in this one? Be honest with me. C for the Cowboys, E for the Eagles. This question will be today's pinned comment. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, that's fine. Ignore the ad. Nobody cares. Head down to the pinned comment instead and type in C for the Cowboys, E for the Eagles. Stock keys to victory here. Number 1, you have to let Dak Prescott deal. That has been the major change of this offense. They've done more motion, which I love as well, but they've allowed the passing game to cook. And it's led to results that have been impressive and have gotten Dak Prescott into the MVP conversation. This season for Prescott, 70.1%, 3,000 plus yards, 174 yards on the ground, 28 touchdowns against 6 total turnovers. He has been awesome this season. He's put up incredible numbers since the bye, and he also played great against Philadelphia. Yes, there were a couple plays he could have made better, but if we're upset about truly what amounts to maybe 5-6% of the plays out of your quarterback, that means good things happened. And it's probably some other external circumstances beyond the QBs that led to some bad decisions there, or bad results there. He was awesome. I will take this performance out of your quarterback, whoever it is, every game. That your quarterback did his job. So do it again, this time at home against one, if not the best, one of the best teams in the NFL. Dak's had great success overall against the NFC East in his time as the Cowboys. At least the Cowboys have great success with Dak as the quarterback. 12 straight wins against the Giants for 12-2. 10-2 against the Commanders. Understandably so, Philadelphia has given them the most issues because they're the other good team in the NFC East. 30-8 all time. It's pretty damn good. So what is your confidence level? Once again, be honest with me. In the Cowboys beating the Eagles. Scale it from 1 to 10. 1 is the low end, 10 is the high end. Go vote in the comments. Second key to victory, especially coming off of that game against Seattle, your defense must do better. We have made a big deal, some in media, some in fantasy, the offense doesn't play well against good teams. They're bad against good defenses. You know what has actually been the issue? Yet some don't want to criticize the defense. This defense has actually not been very good against the better offenses. Here are the numbers here. Against good offenses, it's in almost the last calendar year, a little wonky there on the Packers side, but we'll count it. An EPA per play offenses, so who are the top half offenses, top 14, 13 offenses, right? Points scored. Now, if there's a couple points that were the offense's fault, that's fine. That's how football tends to go. You can take away, 4 points a game. Doesn't make this look any better. 31 points against Green Bay. 40 points against Jacksonville. Noah Brown is responsible for 7 of those. 34, or I guess 6 of them, against the Eagles. 19 against the Niners. That was a great game in the playoffs. Defense did fantastic. 42. They did good against the Chargers. 17. Solid against the Rams, although Stafford left in the third quarter, so maybe it could have been 27, but it's 20. We'll count it. 28 against the Eagles. Then 35 against the Seahawks. So the last 9 games against teams that are like good offenses, you're starting to approach 30 points per game allowed. That's bad. So this Cowboys defense beat the front-runner allegations. Someone asked, you want to start calling this team the Doomsday defense? No, you have not earned that yet. No more of the hot boys stuff. Earn it. They are not playing well enough to justify being anointed as this great defense team that we're going to win by our defense. They haven't been. They haven't been. They have to do better. And don't say, they were never ahead. They had a 10-point lead in that game against Seattle. They had a 10-point game. 14 points allowed, then the offense comes back out down. That's what happened. That's happened before to this team. So this defense, you want to be, the high and mighty, hype defense of, we're so great. Go do it. You're getting a top 4, top 5 offense, whatever it is, against the Eagles this week. 5th, there it is right in front of me. Go show up. Let's make it happen. You can't just be a defense that only has a success against bad teams, against bad offenses. That's the same thing that we got criticized the offense for, when the numbers are actually much more favorable about the Cowboys' offense against good defenses. Much more favorable. It's actually, they're good against everyone not named the 49ers. The Niners have their number. So, show up. Make it happen. Today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. It's the largest independently owned daily fantasy sports platform in North America. I have hit 7 of my last 8 entering week 13, I should say. Slate of picks on a heater because of the flex play. I love the flex play. You got to get 2 out of 3 right, 3 out of 4 right. Gives you some extra cushion to still come out on top. I'm a big fan of it. Plus, you're not battling thousands of other players, the pros, the sharks. You just pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. I love it. It's fantastic. Big fan of what it offers. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. We'll showcase my Monday night picks here, which theory, this video should go out before that game happens, so either you'll know in advance or I'll look smart or dumb, one of the two. I got more than Jamar Chase receiving yards against the Jags. They have to force feed him. Give me an anytime Travis Etienne score. I also love the more than Etienne rushing yards too. And then more than Joe Mixon rushing yards. I think they'll try to feature him pretty heavily as well. I'm thinking Chase and Mixon get force-fed. The link will be in the comments and the description of today's show. Again, it's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Number 3, key to victory. Win the special teams battle. You did win the return battle against Philadelphia. You also had 2 big mistakes. Brandon Aubrey shanked the kick out of bounds, and then you had the Rashaan Evans face mask on a play that was a touchback, and Evans just is ripping the guy's helmet off, plus the Aubrey shank kicked. Can't do either of those things. That's not okay. So that put the defense in a bad spot. Ball at the Eagles 40. Great field position. Can't do it. Got to be better. I will be back from my trip for the Cowboys-Eagles game. So make sure you are subscribed for our live Cowboys-Eagles watch party. Hit that sub button right now, right here at youtube.com/CowboysTV. Number 4, how about your coaching steps up? I like what Mike has done Monday to Saturday. I think he does a good job keeping the guys healthy for the most part, minus some fluky stuff on Thursdays that have killed me. I think that this team has done a good job of changing the offense. I need him to be better in game. Just run the ball there at the end of the game. Don't do a double move touchdown call. No, that's not a good play call in that scenario. Take the penalty yardage. Go for it go for 2. You had a good play. It worked the next time you did it. Just be better in game. I feel like most coaches are actually not great in game, I feel like. There's always a couple of big-time mistakes, but I think Mike's on the below-average side so far this season. Score prediction time of the Cowboys against the Eagles. Get it in the comments section for me right now. Final key to victory. This is going to be a dogfight. You showed you can do it against the Seahawks, and there'll be a nice confidence boost for you. The last time these two teams played, as I've said, the refs were awful. They were terrible because they didn't call it consistently. The total yardage and penalties ended up being equal. There were also just some had to be called stuff against Philadelphia that kind of bailed them out late in the game. But you had a chance to win. You had your chance, right? You had chances, right? Schoonmaker down at the 1. It should have been DPI. He was down at the 1 because he got tackled before the ball was there. That's what happened. Yeah, their final 4 drives, right? It was that one, touchdown. Dak goes out on the 2-point play. You turn the ball over on downs. You got to 3rd and 21 because of sacks, because Terrence Steele's was a nightmare in that game. You get to 4th and 7. Lamb's double covered, so the read is then go far side, single coverage with Tolbert. Not a great throw. It misses. Ferguson was wide open. He should have gone matchup over the play design. It's a mistake. It happens. Then you had 1st and 5 from the 6. They're going to win. No. Dak checks to a draw. I'm convinced he checked to a draw. It would have worked. If Tyler Smith does not jump off sides, it's there. He's going to score. It's a touchdown. Then you take a sack. You run the Hail Mary play. Lamb fumbles you short. So be it. You've also got to remember this part. Jalen Hurts this year has been awesome when trailing. His numbers when leading are kind of bad. They're not good. But when down or tied, it is actual MVP stuff there. Eagles keep pulling out these crazy wins, man. They're where we get mad at the refs. The Eagles are down big. They find a way to come back and they win. They keep doing it. Stop their luck at some point. Now, odds will eventually balance out a little bit, but you have to impose your will a little bit here. The NFC East hopes are dead with a loss. You have to find a way to win. You want to prove you're a real Super Bowl contender? Beating Philadelphia will make every single person out there feel better or feel more scared of the Dallas Cowboys. Even at home, every person will feel better about it. I think the Cowboys do that this week. Score prediction, absolutely intentional. Dallas wins 28-3, putting the point differential at even between the two teams, which just feels right to me. I got Dallas on top this week.